Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Episode 112
112 of them tangs,
of
baby.
the Sports U
11-2.
podcast. You have
Yes, sir.
Rob on the mic here with the baddest boys, Stevie to my right, your left, and of
Who
course
else?
across from us.
Who else can it be?
Big Gip, Big Griff.
Put your
tripped
hand
in
down,
from
sir.
his walk.
Put your hand down, sir.
What'd I do?
He was late today.
I said
I'm
I'm sorry
telling
for
on him.
being late. Damn.
I'm a snitch.
My I'm sorry.
Like that
man.
man. What was his name? YSL
I'm
Woody.
a rat. I'm a rat. I'm a rat.
he was like,
Rob checking
He
his pulse
said,
now.
oh shit, I'm telling so hard right now. I'm getting
He
scared.
was. He
I'm
was,
getting
bro.
scared, bro. Steven was like,
I ain't never
man,
seen
this
nothing
motherfucker
like that.
singing without no McDonald's.
oh,
He was.
get
There was no food.
you cuz 45
man.
seconds in. Was it
Um,
like a minute and a
I
half?
always say a minute too. All right.
Let's
yeah.
do the YouTube algorithm. But again, welcome to the Sports U podcast, episode 112. The podcast where we read you sports news.
You listen to our stupid opinions.
Yes, sir. We back
Mm.
with the Sports U crew.
Base got.
Stevie, we in
Yes,
this
sir.
bitch. We talking a lot about the NFL. Eric Bieniemy.
A little bit. I
KD
guess.
needs to be held accountable.
Mm.
The Rams cut Wagner or part ways.
That's crazy.
The Clippers,
Okay.
they acquired Westbrook while we were gone. You also got Curry at least out another week. MVP,
Man, fuck
All-Star
all that.
MVP
We
is
getting
different.
into it. We getting into it, bro.
And we got a couple games to
Yeah.
really get into and a little bit of
Yeah.
Lakers.
Well,
but
let's do this.
let's start it off with the first one that we mentioned here. Eric Bieniemy.
I like that we started here. I wanted
Two.
to get into this.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into this first one. All right.
The Washington the Washington Commanders? Yeah, there you go.
Commanders.
Washington
All right.
Commanders. So it seems like you
Shoulda
have
just
some
wrote
stuff
it.
to say.
You should have just wrote it out with Kansas City, man.
Why?
Who's gonna be the quarterback? You gonna do all this offense for Taylor Heineke?
I thought you were a fan of Taylor.
I like Taylor. I don't think
He's
Taylor's.
not gonna be capable of
Yeah,
doing
he's
what
not
they
that.
would want him
Pat
to do.
Mahomes was capable of doing all that. Taylor Heineke's not.
I don't think anybody's putting them on the same level or saying that they are.
No, but I'm just saying though, like when you do.
When his mindset can go to
Yeah.
those places, he needs a guy who can do it, and Taylor Heineke's not gonna be the guy every play.
Okay, so but that's the argument for Eric Bieniemy in the first place, right? You
That's
have
fair.
a
It
great
is.
head coach. You have a great, probably the best quarterback to ever play the game. Of
Yeah.
course, behind Tom Brady still. But I'm saying, he's on the trajectory of doing something like that, especially with his skill set and the majestic plays that he makes. One's more tactical, one's more kind of majestic. So, yeah, I think that's kind of fitting into what they're complaining about for him, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he has some pieces there. That offensive line
More
is
on
something
defense, I
that's.
would say.
Oh yeah, I think their defense side is much better. But I also think, and we've been kind of saying this even from last year, it's kind of like they just need a quarterback to be competitive, especially in that division. The Eagles run it now, but
that division now, yeah, maybe 2 years ago, they could have skid by a little bit. Maybe 2-3 years ago, nah, not no more, bro, not no more.
can I say one thing though?
Talk to me.
Remember the other day when we were speaking about Derek Carr,
Mhm.
I suggested that he seemed like the type of guy that would go to the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, I think that's
And
the best
now-
fit
Like
for him.
as far as the
Yeah.
landing spot, it's not a bad one, even for Eric Bieniemy. But as far as that big ass cloud called ownership that would be sitting above them, I don't know how this shit's gonna
I
go,
guess
my
that was
guy.
kind of my
I don't know
thing
how
too.
that's gonna
It's
go,
like
bro.
Bieniemy kind of proved himself to be a very high-powered offensive guru. So it's like,
And
well,
Dan
damn, why
Snyder's
the
a piece of crap.
right? And then, well, dang,
Well,
why
they got
the,
Terry.
True, but why the Commanders? You could have went to the Jets, the Ravens. You could have went anywhere, but I feel like
What
with
happened
him,
with Ron Rivera?
he's still there.
Oh wait, yeah, he's OC.
He's still there.
I'm totally tweaking. He's
No.
the OC. I'm totally
Anyway,
tweaking.
He's OC assistant,
I
OC
know.
assistant head
Like,
head coach.
I mean,
But-
yeah, I'm just tripping out
but
because
my
I'm
thing
over
is-
here putting it in my head like, oh
Right.
yeah, he
But
is not that.
He's such a good offensive court. You could have went to another Super Bowl contending team, but to kind of see you take a step back, I'm just like, are you trying to prove it? What's the end game here?
Shit.
Obviously, you got an assistant head coach position. Great, shout out to him. But at the same
Did
time,
he try to interview for the Chargers, bro?
I was gonna say, kind of to what you were kind of mentioning that.
Right.
Or he didn't
Why
want to
didn't
be.
you go
he
to the
didn't want-
Jets?
Right.
I like the idea just because guess what? They're coming off of a
Shit,
bad
he should have even interviewed for the Patriots, bro.
and he's coming off of a bad. The Jets are coming off a bad year on that side of the ball.
Right.
He can revitalize Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
And really bring him in.
I hope.
Here's the thing,
I
right?
hope.
Okay,
don't
Brian
know if
Dayball is great, right?
Yes.
We learned that this year that he's great.
Yes.
Now, if Eric Bieniemy is what everybody says he is, don't you think that they would be on the same level when it comes to effect that you would have on your team? Right?
Yeah, because he's offensive coordinator. So yeah.
So let's just say this much: if he did do that,
Mhm.
like we were saying, Brian Dayball was able to do that with Daniel Jones.
Right.
It would be impressive for Eric to do that with a Zach Wilson.
Yes, it would.
Of course, he's not the head coach, so it might be
Yeah,
a little bit
that's
different
why-
because Brian
yeah.
Dayball's able to make more of an effect. But again, he did develop Josh Allen, so on and so forth. So I
Yeah.
agree with you on that aspect. But I do think this is a great landing spot. This is why, though, because I felt like he does have a choice with this QB spot. So he'll be in the running on certain aspects. I don't even know what the cap looks like for the Washington Commanders. But one thing I do see for sure
cap
is that
numbers, but yeah, I don't.
Derek
remember
Carr
where
seems like a
their
good fit.
number
It's
is
not a hard
sitting.
cap though. I know that. It's kind of. It's so they got.
It's
a
not
little,
even about that. It's
They
just
got some
like,
money to play with.
I don't know what that number would be. I don't like.
It's
'cause
not crazy.
I know
but
the
it's
Patriots
okay.
are probably still. The Patriots are like top 5 in cap space.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're only in the 30 millions of open cap space. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know, bro.
I feel that. Well, let's get on to this next one here. We'll get on to the Rams. They cut Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They need cap space.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about that because I was looking at the comments like, oh, cap space, cap space, cap space. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes the gang of sense.
I mean, but we seen the
I mean, at
contract
this
itself.
point-
It was mostly like a 1-year thing, and it had high numbers.
right.
But kind of like how you're mentioning, is it a hard cap? It's kind of imaginary.
So is Cooper Cup on the table?
No, what do you mean?
For like trading.
Trading, yeah.
No, I
know
don't
if you-
believe
I don't
so.
know if
I
you wanna
think.
trade Cooper like that.
Well,
though.
let's think about it in two
I'm
ways,
just
right?
Saying because
went
of
from-
how everybody else is getting shuffled around like this.
He went from
Is-
Goff to Stafford and continue to have that rapport. For himself, he came off already a significant injury.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna be here for a long run type of deal. So whereas
makes- it
Bobby
makes sense to
Wagner,
keep him.
he had like one of the best years, one of the best years for a middle linebacker last year, according to certain stats and like Pro Football Focus and such. But overall, I mean, like maybe he got a lot of tackles because we couldn't tackle for shit, and he was the only one that could
Right.
tackle on our team.
Right.
But overall, he didn't make a significant difference on our defense to win us games. So for us to pay him this type of money at this stage of his career, we have other people like Ernest Jones to still fill that spot, and hopefully, we'll see how this goes. But Rams himself, it seems like another rebuild, and I'm happy that at least McVay is there to help out in this aspect because
He can't go nowhere. He did this.
that is true.
he could
put all-
have.
He
did
put all the
this.
chips in the
TV.
table.
He lined
pushed
it up.
all the chips
He
in the-
pushed for this 2
He
years
pushed
ago.
all the chips
or
on
a
the
year
table.
ago, last
Yeah.
year. He
You
pushed
wanted-
It worked out.
You wanted Matt? You
no,
got
yes,
Matt.
it did.
It
This-
did.
the results was everything you want, but they just
There's
that-
some, there's
yeah,
some, there's
it's
some,
over now.
There's some
Now
big,
it's over.
There's some big holes.
Well,
Some
again,
big holes.
Tampa
look-
Bay is
look who's the
Tampa
top.
Bay is going to be going through the same thing, but they're going to be worse.
you
off.
think? Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
They have
pretty
less.
bad.
They're more in the negative, and they probably need a little more help than you guys do, maybe, bro.
well, okay. We spoke a little bit about the Rams.
Mhm.
Do you think Wagner? And where does Wagner go?
Contender. So let's say.
Yeah, he probably can still-
Oh,
to
what
a
if he went to the
contender, bro.
Jets? That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
I would-
But the Jets.
Why are we
need-
trying
I
to
don't-
put
the Jet-
everybody on the Jets?
Because
I don't think he would go.
I'm
I
more
don't
confident
think
in saying
he's
the
a-
Jets can be like
The Jets
have
as
a deeper playoff
linebacker.
run.
Wait, hold up. Let's see what
My
Gibson
bad.
says.
I feel confident that if the Jets put the right vets in there and make a right couple pieces, get a right quarterback, they can make a deeper playoff run
They
than
have
what they're
C.J.
having
Mosley.
now.
They didn't make the playoffs.
I understand that, but they do have C.J. Mosley.
They do have C.J..
They have.
You can have two middle.
linebacker.
Right.
They have him, and then I believe Quentin Williams' brother is also a linebacker there. They have some linebacker.
Oh,
depth
really? I
already
didn't know
locked
he had a
in.
brother. I didn't know his brother was a linebacker.
I didn't know his brother was
on
a
the
professional
Jets too.
football
That's
player.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
They got brothers
All
there.
right.
That's pretty
Hey,
cool.
Jacksonville's always available.
No, even the dude on the Bills, Tremaine Edmonds. It's like he has 2 other brothers in the NFL.
Oh yeah,
that was wild. I didn't
Yeah.
know that either.
like Trayvon Diggs and
Yeah.
such.
Jacksonville's always wide open.
Jacksonville, that'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Jacksonville.
I don't see him going to
yeah.
Jacksonville though. I think he's in his retirement stage. Like he's gonna go to some place with
where he knows he can win or make a very good run.
I'd like to live there.
You saying Bobby?
Who wouldn't want to live in Florida?
And where? You
Jacksonville.
said Jacksonville.
Jacksonville is Florida, bro.
Jacksonville
I mean,
is
I
Florida.
guess but that's still swamp type shit. Florida is like Miami. Miami's good. Have you ever
Tampa's-
been to the
Tampa's
swamp type shit?
Tampa's
been
pretty
Broad?
nice too, bro.
Shout out Broad. Nah, it's Broad County. It's a hood there in Florida. But
Broward County is around Miami, bro.
what, the north side or south side?
I can't remember.
Okay, but it's around Miami.
Yeah.
Ah,
that's Miami.
I'm saying he's in retirement mode.
Right.
Like he's gonna go to spots that
Okay,
he
so then
feels is
go to
cool.
the Dolphins.
Tampa.
Tampa.
Dolphins.
Nah,
Nah,
Tampa.
not
Yeah,
Tampa.
nah.
I like the taxing though.
Yeah.
The money
Even
part.
Dolphins is
Right, you can get a nice little contract. You can get most of it back. No state tax.
All right.
Why not?
Not too much with the NFL. Of course, we're in the off season there. But let's get on to this next one. KD. Stevie, I want you to lead this one, but you feel like KD needs to be held more accountable for the actions that's been happening lately.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so, well, we all are aware Kevin Durant was traded to the Phoenix Suns about a few weeks ago. And, well, when he was after his trade, he had a little press conference with the media and
seen that.
Phoenix fans. Oh, yeah, you saw it,
I
too.
did see it.
Yeah, so you heard some of what he was talking about, right?
Yeah. He said, "Man, I love to finish my career here, but hey, who knows?"
It ain't even
He
about-
said that.
He
It ain't
said, but
see-
hey, I said that about Brooklyn, but hey, who knows? And I'm just like,
That ain't even
well,
the craziest.
damn, bro.
That ain't even the craziest part of what he said either, bro.
It's not. But dog, you have the power to determine where you want to finish your career.
You're right.
You could have stayed in Brooklyn if you wanted to.
All right, that's
Like,
that's what
that's what pisses me off about
That's
that
what we're gonna
shit.
get into too. Cause all right, do you remember when he's talking about basically after when Kyrie got traded? All right, cause you remember they were traded within like 2-3 days. So,
Yeah,
all
from
right,
each other.
bro. Nigga, he I'm sorry.
No,
he's,
you're good.
he's like, bro. He's saying he felt like the team no longer had an identity because Kyrie got traded.
Yeah.
Bro, you're Kevin Durant.
Yeah, bro.
What do you mean?
You are the identity, bro.
And Brooklyn won the trade
Right.
too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's
What
what
are you
that's,
talking about?
That's what's so weird about it is why do you feel so that you had to take a back seat after Kyrie left when you were already in the back seat when you first fucking signed there?
He's not a leader.
Nah, definitely not.
Well, I
I mean
think-
that
I-
just kind of like stamped it, but it's
Yeah.
it's
But it's like,
different. I'm gonna say
man.
weird,
But
It's
no
different.
one's saying anything. It's
Yeah.
everyone's happy for KD. We want to see what he could do for Phoenix, and it's like we do. But it's like, bruh, he running from the grind.
There was one tweet
Yeah.
that we all put that somebody put. I think it was you, Stevie, that put it in our group chat that
Which one?
mentioned how KD has the luxury of being mentioned under the same name as LeBron, as MJ, with his scoring and
with
just
Chris
his talent
Middleton
overall.
expectations.
Yes.
with
Chris Middleton
Bro,
expectations.
he sent that, and I'm just like,
I was
son
like,
of a
wow.
bitch. He really does have them expectations.
Yeah.
that was so
Well,
wild.
no,
to me.
I think it's not even expectations. I think that's the wrong word. I think it's just accountability. Like that's what they're holding.
Chris Middleton
accountable. That's
holds
his
himself
standard.
more accountable.
No. I'm
than-
saying that's like the standard that they're holding KD to.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
Chris Middleton, but mention him in the same breath as these other cats.
Right.
You're right. And then at the same time, it's crazy because I feel like if Chris Middleton doesn't show up for Giannis, we gonna hear about that. Whereas when KD's off, oh yeah, he's having an off night. You know, it happens. He'll bounce back.
I don't really recall him really being thrown under the bus for anything that
'cause
was
he's on the
unnecessary.
No.
The only thing I would say that I've heard about
he
Chris
wasn't
Middleton
thrown
was
under
just
the
like
bus, really.
Chris Middleton needs to stay healthy. That's
Yeah.
probably like the only slander.
Before
No.
and
I
maybe
was talking about KD.
Oh.
Like,
Oh,
I don't think he's
yeah,
ever been
KD is
thrown
not-
under the bus.
not in the
Nah.
Brooklyn
Anything.
situation. He
Well,
was
I
not really
would-
thrown under the bus, bro.
Not in the Oklahoma situation a little bit.
That's
No,
then.
that's
I'm
that's
saying
he
then,
deserved
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
But
thrown under
as
the
far
bus
as
is kind of
Brooklyn,
like you're the scapegoat.
no.
You know what I'm
Kyrie
saying?
was the
No, Kyrie
getting all the
definitely took
heat.
all the blame for
Kyrie,
that.
and
for
then
sure.
James when he got traded. Too.
Yeah.
Because James took a lot of heat, but I guess James saw some things that we're seeing that panned out before we saw it.
Yeah.
Well,
clearly.
so the main part is, right, he needs to just be held accountable to, I think, the standard that he even put on himself. You know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. Well,
Yeah.
then show us, my
Show
guy.
us, bro.
Right.
You should have stayed with the Nets. You should have done your
Because
shit.
that was a cool return,
If
honestly.
you make
They
a
got
deep
Mikal
run,
Bridges and Cam Johnson, bro.
Right.
And
And
Mikal
Spencer-
Bridges have been going court. Yeah,
you
and
mean to tell
Spencer
me
Dinwiddie.
You got another ball handler, 2 shooters, a defender, and some picks that you can make in the moves of the offseason too, and that's still not good enough. Come on, man.
again, he had pieces.
Yes.
He had enough to where if he went deep in the
They were
playoffs,
like the 5th seed too.
come on, let me
Yeah,
finish.
they were. in
Sorry.
playoffs
If you
this
get
week.
to the conference championship, you're held to that standard again, and you're being brought into just like, and then all you need to do in the offseason is they just need one piece. And what is
Yeah.
that one piece at
Yeah.
that point, right? Because I feel like they had enough scoring. Maybe they would just need
defense,
Like a center.
that
defense,
a
mostly.
center.
Yeah.
Uh,
Defense,
Nick is
don't
cool,
know.
but
There's
I like
no.
Claxton.
It's
I like
not
Claxton,
enough. It's
too.
no depth
He's a
behind him
defensive.
though. Really, there's
Behind
not
him?
really that much depth behind him.
yeah.
Cause yeah, he's definitely made some improvements.
Because
this
what?
year. I
Joe
wasn't-
Harris
He's not a big.
Yuri.
Don't even mention him.
And that's,
He's not
that's,
good.
Rui's
that's
not on that team.
No, Yuri, the I can't remember bro's name. He's the Asian
Watanabe?
dude. Yeah, Watanabe.
Bro.
Yeah. Like aside from them two, that's it.
I think it's like Yuta.
Yuta, yeah.
Yuta?
Sorry, bro.
Yuta?
I don't mean to butcher your
Yuta
name, but
Watanabe?
yeah.
I don't.
Cam
remember his
Thomas.
first name. Cam Thomas is a.
Yeah, Cam
Thomas,
Thomas
yeah.
has been.
That nigga's
Cam
putting out
Thomas
a
is
lot.
good.
Bro's been pooping too, and and that's another thing too.
Did he say pooping?
No, I said hooping.
Hooping.
Yeah, no,
I
but
said,
even
bro's been pooping.
Imagine.
I was
but
like,
even
bro, that's
that
a cool way of
Like, man,
saying
he
it.
be fucking that court up, literally. Making messes and shit.
Oh
but
man.
even us bringing up Cam Thomas, bro,
Hey,
KD
stop
was
it.
giving him all the praise when he was playing with Cam Thomas. He was
Yeah.
saying all the great things about
All
Cam
that,
Thomas.
them one-on-one talks and shit like
Yeah,
that, and this, that, and the
bro.
other, giving him all that
Yeah.
high praise, and then you
and
just
now
leave him.
it's like, oh,
I'm
we don't
not
have an
mad
identity.
I'm not mad you left, but KD is the identity wherever you go.
Exactly,
And you need
because
to
literally
act like such.
they talk about literally the talk is KD, whichever team he's been, even on Golden State.
right,
Even on Golden State, they still were talking about KD, bro.
right.
That is crazy because it felt like a lot of the times that he felt attacked by the media, and then here they are now, not really. They're just excited to see these Suns, and if these Suns don't go well, oh man, they're gonna blame it on everybody else still.
Right.
They're not
Aiden.
gonna blame it on
They
Kevin. I
might
don't
blame
think.
it on Aiden and Chris Paul for sure. Yeah.
And
Aiden
again,
and Chris Paul might get the
Chris
blame.
Paul always got that though, because he's gonna get hurt sometime.
Yeah.
Aiden,
all right.
is just
If all right, yeah. If Chris Paul gets hurt, it's definitely gonna go out for that. And
Yep.
then Aiden, yeah, we don't know that guy's motor is always questionable, so
Mhm.
you never know what you're getting with that guy.
I'm telling you, Chris Paul and KD. I just don't feel like they're gonna be there in the
in
thick
the
of it
lineup.
when you speak about.
In the lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they're not even gonna be in the lineup. Like they're gonna be.
Chris might
Unhealthy.
not. KD maybe. KD might play, but I don't know about that guy Chris Paul.
Hey, history repeats itself.
facts.
All right, let's get on to the Clippers. They are acquiring
Yeah, baby.
Russell Westbrook. So
Hey,
we'll see how
man.
that goes.
I'm not gonna start on this one because I'm not trying to sound like a hater.
Okay, I'll be the bad guy. I don't know, man.
He's
Everybody-
coming up because he's coming off my team. I've been complaining. I was complaining about Russ for 85% of
Oh,
last
man.
season.
Okay,
So
I think
if I start off on this, it's not gonna say. It may not be the best thing.
okay. Let's ask you this question because it feels like a lot of people are doing the negative and you've experienced it. What are the positives when it comes to Westbrook? When you had him on your team, like that he can bring to the Clippers. That's what everybody's talking about, and everybody's kind of giving.
As far as the
random things,
positives
but-
he brought on our team when things were going semi okay, like I mean, he was like he was a good team player like with the other guys in the locker room. Everybody loves to talk about how great of a locker room guy he
Yeah.
is. So that did happen, and then like in his best moments, he was playmaking. He was setting guys up, doing his thing. He has some scoring moments too.
That, and you got a guy who, at any given moment, can give you 30, 12, and 12. At any
30?
moment.
30, nigga.
Well, my bad. 15, 20, 12, and 12. At any moment, he can give you a triple-double.
I mean, he was already his numbers off the bench were pretty well too. I don't know about
Throw that 30
He had
out.
like 17, 7, and 7. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
So
on a
again,
good day, he'll
yeah,
get you
that was solid.
17, 10, and 11.
Yeah, those are the positives.
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to this, I was a little confused, man. I was really excited about Bones, hopefully being able to
He's a
contribute.
Lou Will dude, bro. I'm telling you. They traded him for that Lou Will role.
I like that. I
So
don't
you
think
Russ
that
is
is
gonna
wrong.
start?
Yep.
Yeah, Russ should.
Reggie's
start.
out of there right now.
Reggie's
Yeah, he's
gone.
out
of there.
He's
Right?
gone.
That shit crazy.
I'd have kept Reggie, really, but I don't know what's
I
going
think they
on
needed
over there.
something new there, and Reggie was good when
PG
When
and
they
Kawhi
weren't there.
Were,
Yeah.
Either when
So we fucking think Russell Westbrook is going to be better with them both there?
it's not because Reggie's more of a scorer than Russ though, bro.
Yes.
they're both the star.
Well,
that's
they can
literally, but Reggie
both-
is a better scorer than passer too. That's literally
Okay.
the thing. Like, and that's why
Who's the
why
better
it
passer?
was- Russ is
Yeah,
the
okay,
better
yeah,
passer.
okay.
Okay,
I thought I
I'm
heard
saying
Reggie.
I say he's a better scorer.
At this point, yeah.
I agree.
Well,
I agree.
Yeah.
You
Again,
you
but
spitting. Keep spitting.
because of his scoring, like it shows up more when PG and Kawhi are not there because they need the scoring from somewhere, and that's why he's able to look as good as he does then. But like his fit overall isn't the best when they're both there. But Kawhi hasn't been there the last year and a half, so it didn't really
Right.
matter.
Right.
So when I'm looking at this, though, I'm looking at two stars that don't need the ball in their hands to really go get a bucket,
Yeah.
and then you have Russ to really dish and get into the paint. My only concern about
Yeah.
him is just his inconsistency to keep the ball with the team and
Being
not turning the
efficient
ball,
with the ball.
over.
Yeah.
His
And-
decision making, I feel
Yeah.
like, shooting early in clocks,
Yeah.
trying to make that transition and honing on his strengths, but
Oh man.
sorry about that,
And
fellas.
then
Sorry, yo.
when basically
Shit.
when he takes those shots when they basically are daring him to take them.
Right.
I think that there's a couple things. It's just inconsistency that really is affecting the efficiency of your team. And the
Yeah.
Clippers, out of a lot of teams, they're about efficiency.
right.
And so when you speak about Reggie, right? He needed the ball in his hands to score, but he's not a
Yeah.
disher the same way
No.
that Russ is. And guess what?
Yeah.
When you have Russ and you have LeBron, they both need the ball in their hands to be effective.
They don't. Yeah.
And so them together doesn't work.
Yeah.
But then you
And
go to this team, it's a little bit of a better fit.
It
And
is.
again, when you thought about this team in the first place, right? There was not really a leader. There was not really an outspoken person. Nobody to really get that
Yeah.
high motor going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you
'Cause
have
PG,
Russ.
Kawhi's
Nah, but
this
I mean,
quiet ass nigga and
Nah,
PG's
true,
soft.
but that was the MO for like 2 years.
You're right, but
So
it's
now
not
it's like to
producing.
do it
It's
mid-
not winning championships
It's not,
though,
but
so
to
it doesn't.
do it, but to do it mid-season is like, ooh,
When
I
else
don't
were they
know.
gonna-
if
What do you mean?
When else
Well,
were they gonna do
if
it
they
though?
didn't, I'm saying if they didn't, they never start. They never had a leader when Kawhi and PG first got there, right? Never really had a point guard.
That's true.
Never really had a leader,
What,
right? Who was the leader when Kawhi and PG first got
when
there?
they first got there,
Yeah.
it was still Pat Bev and Lou Will and some of the older guys in the older regime there, bro.
Okay,
That-
true.
it-
Okay.
So after
yeah.
that, but after that
But-
first season,
yeah.
that's when they started changing it up a
Right.
little bit, and guys like Trez
Yeah.
and that's when they
Okay.
started moving guys around.
okay,
But-
so-
so yeah, each year they've gotten a different look. A little, the core has changed each year since
Yeah.
that year, bro.
So I guess I can't say that then.
Yeah,
Do they become better
with
After
Russ,
the trades they made, after the trades they made, regardless, yeah, they got better.
with Russ?
yes, because
Yes
of the
and
ball
no.
handler
Yeah.
aspect. Bro.
Yes and no.
I
Because,
believe
like I said, they don't need him to score, and he's not. He was looked for to score more so with the Lakers probably than he will be with the Clippers, and that just is what it is. It's not a positive or a negative. it's just based on the pieces that we have versus them.
I like that. It seems like the Lakers now have shooting. We just finished the game here, and they looked really good.
Yeah.
This other team does have a good amount of shooters.
Yeah.
So that also helps Westbrook. So
He just has to be on point with finding guys.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think the biggest thing is consistency, and you have a different team around you. And like he was kind of even mentioning in his press conference, we're speaking about press conferences.
Yeah.
He mentioned how they want him to be there. They in the locker room they want him to be there.
They say that every year though.
The
every team
fans
we went to, they
look,
say that
regardless
shit.
of
the
what
fans.
reception he got from the Laker fans, I'm pretty sure. No, not I'm pretty sure. The Laker organization tried to cater to him,
Right.
keep him around, and make him happy. Shit, Frank Vogel lost his job, and we got a new coach, and we kept him still. So, and Frank Vogel was the main nigga who was trying to be on his ass last year,
Right.
and we still kept him away from some of that.
Man,
You can't. Say,
I wish you guys kept
we,
Frank.
we took care of you, Russ.
I wish you guys.
It just didn't work out. It is what it is. I'm not,
Yeah.
and I'm not even gonna be mad over it not working out. I'm not gonna be mad that he's on the Clippers. Good luck. I hope he has more success individually or whatever he's looking for there than he was able to do for us. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not a Russell Westbrook hater because it didn't work out with him being on the Lakers. I don't hate Russell Westbrook.
I'm not
because of
either.
that.
Get
I
them with
just
the
don't
last
think it's
word.
gonna work. But so I said I'll be the bad guy here. I'm not a Russell Westbrook hater. I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Man.
On to the next one.
What's
right?
what's the next one?
We have, of course, the All-Star game that just happened. Correct.
Oh man.
Sersky.
So,
Weak.
week, right? Okay, so you
No, I'm
want to
saying
speak on that? Go ahead.
No, I'm saying WEAK week, not like a week.
Oh, wait. So
No, like the whole
It's weak.
shit was just weak. It was just weak
It was
All-Star
whack.
weekend. Yeah.
okay, but why?
I don't know if it's because it was
Trash.
in Utah or
Maybe that.
I think it's just because it was in Utah, bro.
I think the
High
fact
key.
that it was in Utah maybe
Killed it.
had an effect on what the players' energy was. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, bro, y'all are still professionals, and we can't. Look, all right, it's in Utah, but we shouldn't be able to watch this game from our couches and see like, oh yeah, we shouldn't be able to watch it from our couches and be like, oh yeah, it's Utah. They're not giving a fuck.
Mhm. Well, okay. So let's break it down.
They're not
one by
showing
one.
out for the Utah crowd. They're not lit
Nah.
enough to do anything
Yeah,
for the
nah.
Utah crowd. Like,
On some LeBron shit.
That's not an
Yeah,
excuse,
Utah.
bro.
Bro, he hit his hand on the rim and said, "I'm done."
Mhm.
He fucking scraped his finger and said, "All right, I'm out of here."
Hey,
Like,
my
bro,
thing
you
is,
serious?
But
He didn't want to play this whole
playoffs.
time. He didn't want to play
His
that.
biggest
shit.
my
thing
thing
playoffs.
was, yeah, if you gonna do that, you probably shouldn't have just played at all.
But I think
LeBron.
here's the thing that I kind of get upset about is when people were like, I think Michael Malone said that was the worst basketball that was ever played in an All-Star game. Yeah, it was, but guess what? It's the fucking All-Star game, bro. Why do we want them going 100% and then they got to fight the next 23 games depending on what team you're at for fighting for seeded? I wouldn't want my star player to go hard in the All-Star game
Well,
and then he comes back and gets hurt or something like that, or maybe he's playing through
Let me get
injury.
this. So what's the All-Star game for?
showing
To
the
acknowledge,
league's talent.
to acknowledge
and
the league's talent
For the
and-
fans, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So you
They
want to watch
kinda-
this game,
they
right? Like
kinda-
you're kind of saying.
they're kind of taking it the Pro Bowl route, though, bro.
Well, that's the whole thing. Like with these types of deals, it needs to be a whole package. You know, I think Shay said it first. It's the incentives. It's we're not getting paid for this. What is
Were
going to
they
happen?
not before?
What?
Wait, so they've never been getting paid for the All-Star?
No, they get paid for an All-Star. They
Yeah.
get bonuses
Oh,
in the
okay.
contracts
Yeah,
and
that's
all
what I'm
that.
saying.
Oh, no
But I'm
fucking way.
saying that they don't get any extra incentive to win the game.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just bragging
Because doesn't the
rights.
money go to charity or something like that?
Well,
I guess
yeah,
so.
That's
Like
what
that's
they've been
part of
doing
it.
these last few years.
Yeah.
That's part of it, but that's not the main deal when it comes to a player trying to do something.
Right.
So that's why I kind of wanted to bring this up. Is the All-Star MVP worth anything now?
Nah.
Right? And let me finish this part.
Not no more.
You have Jason Tatum, who's not passing it to anybody else, who's going to get his, and everybody's not playing defense, right?
Right.
So if you have that guy who's going to go and chase for it like that, it's just like,
What are we doing?
yeah, like is it really the All-Star Game MVP, like the one that Kobe won, the one that
Hell no.
you know,
No.
like multiple
'Cause you
times
know
where
that
he
nigga
went
love
out
to
to,
do
and
a
go get it
comparison.
and go
Right.
and go toe to toe with the person on the other side, like right then and there.
Right.
You know what is the best part about it is usually the end, right?
Mhm.
And it wasn't even close
Nah.
at the end. So
No.
where are we gonna go from here, right? Because when they first did that new format, that was the best part. It was competitive from
Yeah.
each quarter. They stayed a little
started
close.
It started out that way the last
and
couple.
then the last quarter, that's when they all buckled down. That's when you seen your stars, and they took
Yeah.
it very serious.
Yeah.
Like even last year's All-Star game was alright too.
Can we say this much too? Braun, I felt like set the tone in that first game where it was that new format, right?
Yeah.
In the very first one, yeah.
the very
'Cause
first
that
one,
was when
yeah.
it was him and KD as the captains, right?
And maybe, yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. And maybe it's because it's the first one in that manner, so it's kind of like, all right, let's put a stamp on this.
Mhm.
But
But-
even
but
once they
He set the tone. If LeBron is playing hard, then everybody's playing
Do you
hard.
think the pickup
And so-
style kind of killed it too? Not to cut you off. Like, you know how they picked teams before they played? Do you think that kind of killed it? You think that was a momentum killer in a sense?
well,
And
they just got everybody
they've
out
been
there.
doing it as a draft though.
No, but they did it like literally before.
Okay, you said you're asking us the question, but
Maybe.
why? Like why did that affect the game?
It's like, bro, we're already out here. Some dudes are just like, hey, man, I don't really feel good. I'm just trying to play because, you know, I'm trying to represent the team. Fuck it, you know? Like
That's
some-
some weak ass fucking.
I'm just saying, though, but
Excuses.
that happens all the time, though, Bob.
For
I don't
what?
know. It
Like,
could-
I want to represent the team, and I want to
don't know.
represent.
It
I'm
could have
tired.
been- but-
like you're on.
Yes!
Have
Have
All-Star
it,
break.
but
Yes!
remember how they were doing it like as a draft on TV though before, bro. Like
I'm just
that
saying, I don't
could-
think
it could be a little
The drafting
different.
part is like, oh, I got picked last, so I'm not gonna
No,
play. If
I'm not
anything,
saying
like
that
they should
part
play
either.
harder.
Yeah, I'm not saying about that part either. I'm saying more so like because of like I don't know, just the way it was like its own time. It wasn't the same day. So it was like, okay, these are the teams, and then they went forward, and then the weekend came, and it's like, all right, we already know what's up.
So it's kind of like because you have a team, like you feel like you belong, and you have a little bit more of a tie to that team rather than it being right then and there, and it's just a pickup game. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just another game. Like it's literally like.
because even
backyard basketball.
last year they did it as a draft.
Okay, I could see
I
that.
don't. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that
There's
could
no
be,
tie.
that could have made it a little weird.
Right.
Whereas, like, let's say they pick it, they pick. You already got it brewing. Like, I'm gonna show these guys what's up, this
Right.
and that.
Then Giannis tried to pick Ja, but Ja was already a starter, and that just kind of made it like awkward. And it's just like, oh, what the fuck? Like, come on, man.
Okay. But yeah, let's say this much. For everybody, one time, is All-Star MVP worth anything nowadays? Like, do you take an account of that
No.
No.
for
2021 was
Jason
probably
Tatum.
the last year.
Doesn't mean anything no more now.
Yeah.
2021 was probably last year.
Yeah.
All right, and no hating on Jason Tatum. He's a great player.
No,
but
no hitting on him, but I can't believe nobody scored more than 52 points.
he's
That's wild.
He's the guy at the
Nobody
gym
scored
that's
more
taking
than
it
52
way too
points.
hard.
Yeah,
he's
no,
checking you
because
up.
even like because because there was a year
because Donovan had
within
40.
the last 3 years, Steph went crazy as hell at an All-Star game.
Right.
And then there was another year when AD had like 40, 50.
Mhm.
There's been a few high-scoring games to where
Right.
it was like, yeah, I'm
But that's
surprised
what was-
Jason
yeah.
Tatum's number was the
Nobody
highest one.
scored more than 52 points ever.
Who is the biggest stars in this league right now? Who's number one?
Who's number one? Luca.
Yeah. might be
Luca? You think Luca's the biggest star?
Jokic?
Yeah.
And
Jokic?
Luka,
Oh, not-
Jokic.
You don't think LeBron is a bigger star than all those guys?
I mean, LeBron's
It-
time.
Like
is
stardom, not oh, is he productive or his performance? I'm talking just stardom.
I mean, if we're going off
Who's that?
stardom, then
Yeah.
LeBron. Yeah.
legacy,
LeBron and then
like,
who?
Steph.
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 Okay, both those guys didn't play the game really.
Yeah.
Maybe that's another reason
Steph
why.
wasn't even. No, Steph wasn't.
Steph
was
isn't
hurt.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Steph-
Steph
Steph
wasn't
hurt.
out there. Ooh, yeah,
Steph
Steph
was
wasn't
hurt.
out there at
Yeah.
all too, bro.
That's a big deal too. That
Why
they
the
set the
fuck am I
tone,
gonna go to Utah?
bro. He's injured, fool.
He's hurt too.
That's what I'm saying. All right, I'm chilling. Y'all got it. Y'all pick my backup
He
for it.
didn't
I know
have
I'm
to
still
do-
an
yeah, he didn't
all-star.
have to do
What am I
anything,
gonna?
bro.
All right, I'm chilling.
But yeah,
I
and
see
then
y'all when I get back to
he's on
Frisco.
he's
I'm just
on-
saying-
he's on one of the bigger franchises. He's a big name,
Right.
so yeah, it's a lot of people who would have probably been watching him were like, "Nah,
Right.
Steph's not playing. I don't care."
Right.
During All-Star weekend, you have to have your biggest
Did
stars.
KD
They
even
weren't
play in
there.
this one?
Nope.
No, yeah. KD, again, another one. Like, it was just...
It's hella niggas
the
that
best.
just didn't play anyways.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you also have the lack of, like, participation with the dunk contest continuing to be a thing. But we still got a great show.
Yeah,
from
they
Mac
can
and
low key
Yeah, shout out
delete the
Mac.
dunk contest now if they're gonna have more Jericho Sims out there.
Yeah, that was
They
tough.
need to come up with a better format too.
Possibly.
They need to come up with a better format.
Maybe format, but
All right.
again, bro,
So
even as far as the dunks out there, bruh, Jericho Sims, dog,
Nah, Jericho Simmons, that was just stupid, bro.
he could have did
That's
that in
dumb.
his backyard.
You put your elbow in the rim. Like everybody's been dunking the elbow in the
It's
rim.
not
since,
even
like,
about the
90s.
elbow in the rim, but bro, like the energy and the effort through
Yeah.
the dunk, bro. It's like, bro, Mac McClung was trying to tear the rim off. This
Yeah.
dude, Jericho
Yeah.
Sims, bro, he was just out there like, oh.
Leave him alone.
What was that?
They need to
bro?
lock him up for that,
Oh
though.
my god.
All right.
That's funny.
Let's get into
Ruined
this
it.
next one here. We're speaking about Stephen Curry right now, and how he was basically not there. He's going to be out at least another week. So for the Warriors and the defending champs,
Taking an L today.
Yeah, what they took at the L today. They did not look
It
very
took it to
well.
L.
Their bench looks way worse than what it was last year. I mean, I think they got Gary Payton the second back now.
He ain't gonna be
so-
playing. Not soon.
You don't think so?
He's still hurt.
Is he hurt?
Yeah.
you didn't.
He got
bro.
traded with an abdominal
You
injury.
didn't see that?
Really? I didn't know.
Yes,
but
that
bro.
was the whole.
All right,
the
all right,
Warriors
'cause we
filed a
didn't-
complaint
we didn't-
about.
yeah, we didn't talk
cover
about that on
yeah.
the pod,
so,
bro.
So
That
after
is-
trade,
yeah,
so you
that's
know how
crazy.
they gave the Warriors gave.
Oh, yeah,
Portland
did it
5
reverse?
second-round picks? No,
They
they
didn't
just
reverse
reported
it.
a complaint about it. Like,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
how the fuck do you trade this dude and
not report his
and
injury.
not report that?
Mhm.
So he's been playing this whole time with an
With an
abdominal,
abdominal
injury,
injury.
after they just got 5 second-round picks from us,
Yeah.
and he can't even play.
And they're fucking got hella injuries over in Portland, anyways. Like their
Right.
medical staff just got in trouble for something.
Okay, so again,
And then when you
they're
think
without
about
Gary Payton now.
when you think about the Nurkic shit too, bro, like his health over the last 2-3 years hasn't been the greatest. So Portland might have an issue right there.
Oh, I think they were talking about Toradol there
Oh, really?
too, right?
Wait, what?
They were talking about the Toradol shots
Could've
with
been-
Portland.
Oh
and
no,
Nurkic?
yeah, they were giving, they gave Gary Payton some shots, and
Toradol.
we're having him play through the injury.
Yeah.
Like he
I-
was
I
still
actually-
playing through the injury.
We're gonna get for the fans that are here right now. We're gonna get into a new format pretty soon, where we're all gonna have our own reports on maybe a weekly basis, one for each like week. Then it's Stevie's, my turn, whatever that may be. And Toradol, I feel like just a hint. I'm gonna be speaking about that report to really give an insight about what Toradol does to
Okay.
the players, what they need to do. I guess they need to sign waivers, so on and so forth. But back to this.
Mhm.
So Curry's out another week. Are the Warriors finished? I heard that from Charles Barkley.
It's hard to
what
say
we
that every
thinking?
time.
Finished.
Man. Finished? I don't think so.
They could still make a playoff
Yeah.
push.
They're
I would
really
say
good at
finished,
home.
bro.
They are really good at home.
Yeah.
And I think they played on the road today. So
Where's Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, it was.
Is he
yeah,
hurt?
It was
See
in
him
LA.
today.
It was
Is
in
he
LA
hurt?
today.
Because Dante DiVincenzo started.
I didn't see him today.
Yeah, he probably didn't play.
He's probably hurt or
Right.
just didn't play. Yeah, I started that.
I'll look it up right now.
I've been forgetting they had even
Right.
Chenzo too, bro.
I'll let you go though
DiVincenzo's
first,
a nice little,
Gipton.
What was the question you asked?
The Warriors. Do you see them being a threat?
Wait, he was still on the Bucks for the ring, right? Before they traded him.
DiVincenzo, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that's what got him like his contract, if I'm not mistaken. And then that's when he signed to the
Well,
Warriors.
because he was hurt while they won though. That's why they traded him
Right.
anyway.
Right. Do I think the Warriors are finished?
He's out for personal. Andrew Wiggins will remain away from the team indefinitely because of
saw
family
that.
matter.
Wait,
Okay.
for the season?
Oh, wasn't his
Indefinitely.
mom was sick?
So they
though?
just don't know. I don't know.
Dang, bro.
Damn.
That
Prayers up to
sucks.
Wiggins though. Keep your head up, bro.
Facts.
Are the Warriors finished? No,
No, they're not
Because
finished,
like
bro.
Steph Curry is like going against Steph Curry is like going against Tom Brady.
Yep.
You can't. because he's still gonna pull 40, 50 out his ass at any given moment and just take over the game. So, are they finished? No. Am I a little concerned? Yes.
What are you concerned most about?
That they're in the playoff spot and not at like the 6th seed or the 5th seed. They're in a play. My bad. The play-in spot and not a 5th or 6th seed.
I think my biggest concern is their depth. I think they lost a lot
That
of it
is
over
true.
over
Yeah.
the season.
And
That's why I was bringing up Gary Payton.
Yeah, the depth too. Because I mean, Iggy's old. GP's
I
all
don't
right,
think he's
whatever.
playing.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He's
though,
a coach?
Like, yeah, he's
GP is
coaching
probably
now.
not playing
I
either.
don't know who them dudes were out there that were playing
They
after the.
got Kuminga, Moses Moody.
Why are they not
Jordan
getting more?
Poole.
See, they need more minutes,
And
bro.
then they traded Wiseman. They got
Good
that nigga.
riddance.
What was that one dude? Lamb. They have Lamb. I don't know his first name, bro. But they got some dude named Lamb. He looks like he's probably a 4 or a wing.
Anthony
player.
Lamb or something like that.
I don't know his
Nah,
first
I think
name,
that's
bro.
right.
He's
I
like
think
a
that sounds
4.
right.
He's like a wing though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think for me, I think my biggest concern is their depth.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
concerned
very
about
depth,
you know
not that
Curry. I hope that he comes back and he's all good. Clay didn't look good today. Draymond is still continuing to be lackluster. What were we saying about?
She's always
Remember how we were talking about the 4
He's
like
outta
first round
here, bro.
picks
Yeah.
to go and get who was it?
Mikal
OG?
Bridges.
No. Oh yeah, Mikal.
Mikal Bridges. Yeah.
That would have been a good one to
Yeah.
kind of replace that Draymond Green role.
Mhm.
But hey, it ended up being the way it is, and look at them now. So
They
my
wanted-
biggest concern is just
they
their
wanted KD before Draymond though.
depth. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they would
I mean,
want
who
that.
wouldn't?
Okay, let's get into the next one, right? Because of course, Curry and the Warriors. Well, Curry was not there, but the Warriors face the Lakers. The Lakers, are they in a better situation? Stevie, go ahead.
Yeah, depth wise, player wise, yeah, we're in a better situation, and then mindset wise, we should be in a better space too. Because I don't know, bro. The moment Russ was traded, it just felt a little different. I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm not trying to say nothing crazy or say nothing bad about Russ. Like no disrespect or anything, but yeah, it just felt a little different, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So watching the game today, KD looked lackluster, and Braun had a cold start. They scored a total combined of 25 points, and they won by like 30. I feel like. I think that's what they ended up being like. It was all garbage time in the end. They won by 30
It
with
was
those two
garbage,
not playing well.
Like literally by the 5-minute mark, 5-6 minute mark in the fourth quarter, it was garbage time.
So the Warriors did look like a G League team,
Yeah.
to be honest with you
Yeah.
today, but the Lakers able to do it without them. So the both of those guys
Yeah,
did not look good, and they still
and
were able to win the game. I think that's the biggest
even
thing
with
for me.
Russell going out in like the first half, didn't he go out in the first half? Bro?
Yeah, he went out like at the end of the first half off of an inbound play. He
Yeah.
stepped on somebody's foot and twisted his ankle. So
Austin Reeves. had
X-rays
a
were
good
negative, I
game.
guess.
Austin Reeves was hooping, bro. He had 13, 15 in the third quarter.
Oh wow. Okay. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see him.
Set making plays too.
Yeah. Good to see him coming back like that.
A lot of it was
I'm
transition.
glad. Yeah, we were running the ball.
Yeah.
I'm glad we still got. Glad we were still able to keep him. I'm glad we still got Max Christie. I like our pieces. It's crazy that Lonnie Walker is the guy who's not getting minutes, and I like Lonnie Walker and what he could do. So that
Yeah.
says a lot about what we have right now, bro.
Yeah.
It really does. Because Lonnie Walker didn't get in till the garbage time.
Yeah,
From what we saw.
and watching, and if you look at that court,
Mm-hmm.
Lonnie, once he checked in, was the smallest dude on the court.
Yeah,
That's what was crazy.
he
Everybody
kinda-
that they
yeah.
picked up is pause. They're
6'5".
long. They play defensive.
He's still a good
they
defender,
score.
though. He's still a better defender than Schroeder, too.
A lot
and
of
he's
spot-up
bigger
shooting.
than Schroeder.
You know who looked good today too? Michael Beasley.
Yeah, Malik
Malik-
Beasley.
excuse me, Malik Beasley.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Michael.
Malik Beasley.
Michael
did-
Beasley, baby.
Malik Beasley.
Yeah,
Malik
Malik,
Beasley looked
Malik
really
Beasley
good.
did look good. He was getting some buckets. He got some buckets off the dribble. He was making his threes. Bro, he probably made like 6 threes today.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. You think?
No, yeah,
That's a
because
lot.
they showed how many he had, and he had 5, and I know I saw him make another one after that. So he had at least 6 today.
All right, I'm gonna check it out, but because that'd be pretty impressive.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
hooping.
bro, he was 7 of 11.
Oh wow.
He had
At
25.
least
Oh
six,
hey,
I said
shoot him, bro. Fuck it.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
7 of 11.
And I think
Damn.
He
in
was
26
Bro,
minutes.
they gave him 11 threes.
He was hitting them, bro.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, damn, I can't think of before they
And
made
then-
these trades. I don't know who else was taking 11 threes.
All right, he took 16 shots, but like I'm saying, he made a lot of threes early, and then after that, they were just letting him have the ball.
Right.
He started like in the second half, he was going off the dribble more than taking the
3
threes.
steals.
Yeah.
Has 6 steals in the
Productive.
last 3 games. With the Trailblazers, he shot 12 threes and made 6 of them too. Shooting 32% this year from 3 though. So we'll see if he can keep it up, especially with the room that they are making people for this game. It was
Yeah.
pretty tough. We do
The
have
fact that he's still able to come and wear a Laker jersey and do what they were having him do in the Timberwolves, that makes me feel comfortable. Because like how we were saying before the pod, dudes would come to the Lakers and they were looking nice in all these other locations, but as soon as they put the purple and gold on them, the boys shake up.
Yeah.
and I
It
get
happens.
that.
Well, I think I think it's just.
I'm
'cause
not
he's
saying
a-
it's happening right now,
Well,
but it
No,
happens.
no. Yes, it does happen. I'm just saying. Well, because what does LeBron always play good with? Shooters. What is Malik Beasley? A shooter. So that's why, like, you know, it makes sense.
It's a fit. It's a fit for sure. Yeah.
So that's why, like, 3-and-D dudes don't really, you know, struggle like that. But
But
the Russell Westbrooks, the Kyle Kuzmas, those are the type of players that struggle. That, like, they're players that kind of need the ball or off-ball type dudes, and it doesn't really fit like that because you're with LeBron.
there have been 3-and-D guys who haven't shown up before in times too. I'm not saying for LeBron. I'm saying.
In
See, that's the
general.
thing. You're
I'm
putting
thinking
it.
dudes with LeBron,
You're putting
yeah.
it as an example with LeBron,
Yeah.
and yes, that's true too. But even outside of that, bigger picture,
Mm.
niggas get to the purple and gold
And-
and
yeah, no, yes,
completely
yes,
lose
yes. No, you-
lose them.
yes.
They don't look the same.
You are 100%,
Bro,
yes.
The
Roy
first
Hibbert, prime example.
the first time Dwight was a Laker.
yeah.
He did not. He. That was a disappointment, bro.
It kind of did show that with the Rockets too, that he was a disappointment with the Rockets as well though.
Yes.
Yes and
yes,
no.
but
Yes and no.
that's-
Only
I
reason
feel
why I was
like-
a disappointment with the Rockets because
I feel like
James-
yeah, he's talking. He's talking.
what-
James Harden
Yeah.
wasn't at that peak yet. That's why it was a disappointment.
Yeah,
So
and
if
Kobe
James
was.
Harden was at that peak and you had Dwight Howard, that would have been
Not
a completely
producing.
different story. But Kobe was at that peak.
Kobe
and
was already
Dwight
at that
was slacking,
point, and to-
that's why it's disappointing.
It was there
Plus,
was
Steve
friction.
Nash was on the downside too.
Yeah,
that's why that shit was
that
hella
that brought us
disappointing.
down.
Because you remember that year they went to the playoffs and they played the Spurs and got fucking
Swept,
washed.
swept,
But that's
and
why
that
it
was
so
in,
good.
disappointing.
that was
I
Kobe.
miss that Spurs
That
team.
was
Yeah,
Kobe's
facts.
Achilles year too.
Yeah, it was his
But
Achilles
again,
year.
Kobe
Ooh, it
blew his Achilles to
was.
get us to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because Steve Nash was hurt and Dwight Howard wasn't doing it for
Nothing.
us.
Yeah.
He was in and out of the lineup.
They
I
weren't
remember
yeah,
that.
too. Yeah, he had the labrum. He had different injuries, but over the biggest thing was him and Kobe were clashing behind
Yeah.
the scenes, and it just they weren't fit. They weren't fitting. It didn't work out between him and Kobe, but the fact that it wasn't working out between them, that also kind of affected his play in different ways and like the man's confidence, and that's why he had to leave ultimately
Mhm.
because of him not playing like the man we were seeing in Orlando.
Right.
He lost the confidence, bro,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because
I
Kobe
get
was
ya.
dogging him probably.
Perfect. I get you on that. Well, hey, the Lakers. Yeah, I think we can all agree they're in a better situation. Look
Definitely.
out for these
Facts.
cats, and hopefully they.
I'm glad.
I just here's the thing, man. Don't waste LeBron James' years. The same way I would love to see KD and these Suns do well. I just
Hey,
don't see it happening. man.
Look, the beginning of last season, I wouldn't have. Yeah, if you look at this roster at the beginning of last year, compared to right now, you'd be like, whoa, you'd be like, whoa, bro.
Yeah.
We were 40. Our average age was 43 last year.
Yeah.
You know what I think happened though, because it was all
It was
after.
probably like 32.
A lot of it was after he scored. He passed Kareem. They just started making the moves right then and there because I believe
It was in.
they were
It was
in
in
there.
Junction.
Hold up.
Yeah.
They were there inside the crypto arena,
Crypto.
and they felt the vibe of the Laker fans again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was rocking through the TV, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And so they were there.
My dad was recording
Jeannie
shit.
Buss was in the fucking
She was in
fan.
the
Like he
building.
was in
She
the
was in the building for
with
sure.
the fans.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
there, and I feel like she looked around and she felt everything. And she was like, go do whatever you need to do to go get this man a championship
Yeah.
because we need more with this guy.
Yeah.
Beforehand, they were being stubborn. They were annoyed with each other. Look what you did so that we can go
Sorta.
get Russ, and look what
Sorta.
happened. But now
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
let's
Yeah,
put the past behind
Yeah,
us.
they were
Let's
on
go
him,
forward.
They were a little on him for the Russ trade, rightfully
Yeah,
so.
rightfully
though.
so.
But yeah, they were on him for the Russ trade.
People,
yeah.
but you gotta be mature.
Yeah.
Let's get this going. So I feel like that's what really happened. Stevie, did you still want to do this right here? We're kind of pushing 50 now.
we could kick it.
We're gonna-
kick it, bro.
We're gonna talk about 3 games anyway.
All right.
Let's try to make these quick here.
What are we talking about?
Let's go to the first game.
These teams.
Let's
in
try to make
there
this
would-
the 10 minutes here. 3
Okay.
minutes on each
Some
one.
of the teams in these would be teams to mention for it too. So, yeah.
Exactly. So let's just say 3 instead of 3 teams to look out for, which was the original idea.
Teams we want to look
3
out for.
matchups
Well,
or
yeah, these are
games to
3
look out
matchups
for
coming up
in the next week.
All right.
All right. So on February 25th, we have Boston at Philly. Let's start with you, my guy.
Saturday, boy.
Ooh, give me Philly.
Really?
Yeah, do you see how they just beat Memphis today?
I don't
Give me-
care.
I was telling him.
Give me
I was
Philly.
he
telling
told
him.
me that
Give
too.
me
I just
Philly.
don't care.
Give me a cheesesteak. Give me a cheesesteak. Easy. I'm going with Philly.
Philly was at
Yeah,
home.
the bench is
Philly's
yeah,
still at home?
Yeah, the depth is kind of whatever. That depth came together today and beat Memphis.
That's
Give
cool.
me Philly.
See, y'all
Have
about
you
to make
looked
me
at the
sound.
depth though? Like the bench on Philly, there's really nobody there. But today they're really locked in and got it done.
So they're gonna do it for the rest of the season now.
Yeah.
Hey, can we wait? So we were talking about the
Against-
Lakers. Wait, we were talking about the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
How they had their stars underperform and they still won.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, even though he was great, amazing on the defensive side, he was like 7 of like 27.
AD was all right on the defensive side today too.
Yeah, okay. We're not talking about the Lakers no more.
No, but
We gave you your segment.
okay.
But okay, Joel, they didn't have a great game, and they were able to kind of put out. And even Tobias Harris was doing Tobias Harris things, but then he hit some game winners at the end.
Yeah.
So it was a great game. I think that said more about the Grizzlies and their way of not closing out, because I think they're
Yeah,
starting to not
I
be able to
agree.
cash these checks that they're
I
signing
what
here.
T.I. said?
But-
Your ass write checks that your ass can't cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that
Boston at
part.
Philly, I'm gonna go with Philly. They're at home. Boston, I feel like they're on a roll. They are the better team. But watching what James Harden was able to do, he had an efficient night tonight.
Yeah.
He, I think, deserves a lot more praise than what a lot of people. He's never in any of the media highlights. Nobody's talking about the 76ers like that.
They
And James
probably-
Harden
they
has taken a
over
step
James.
back, allowing Joel Embiid and still feeding that guy, even though he didn't have a great night. So I like Philly. I like what they're doing. And for me, I always had, last year at least, Joel Embiid, this is the year. Like, you guys got to do this type of stuff because
Yeah.
he was the MVP, right? Story-wise, it was kind of like his turn, but Jokic, of course, had that
Yeah.
last little stretch there, and he
Yeah.
did it. So, again,
got
going
robbed,
into
though.
this one, I feel like they've had a year to mesh. The team looks good. The only part I don't like about it is that Doc Rivers is still the head coach.
Yeah, it
So
sucks.
the
That sucks.
adjustments aren't going to be
Well-
anything extra. But yeah, I got Philly on this one. So 2 for Philly. What do you got here, Stevie?
Y'all about to make me look crazy. I'm the Laker fan, and I'm still like, I don't know about that one, bro. That shit's wild. I'm still leaning Celtics because, like, overall, the Celtics have showed up this year. I'm not saying I feel like they're gonna do it in the playoffs because I don't know what's holding up for them when that comes. You never know what happens when them days show up. But as far as right now in this regular season, I'm going with the Boston Green Boys.
The Boston
Green
Green Boys. Biggest reason why?
Biggest reason why Tatum and Brown still doing their thing. Jason Tatum's probably still feeling himself off his little MVP, so he probably gonna come a little want to poop on James Harden a little bit, you know.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
Who's at home? Philly's at
Philly's
home.
at home.
Philly's at home.
Yeah, he's like, I just played in Utah, now I'm in Philly. I can really show out.
Hey, let's hope, man. Because hey, let me see this much. That Philly crowd was rocking.
Yeah,
That
they
was a cool game
definitely
to watch.
were.
Yeah.
All right, let's have you
If
start
Jason
off.
Tatum's really a star like that, he's gonna show up on the road.
Go show up on the road. Go show up, Joel Embiid.
I ain't worried about Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him either. That's Mr. Consistent right there.
Exactly.
That
Man
guy's
showed
nice.
up in the finals.
He always has.
Let's start with you now. Lakers at Mavs. You're the Laker fan. I'm sure we already know who you're gonna pick here, but February 26th, 12:30.
Look, bro. We got the depth. Bro, yeah. All right. Nah, bro.
Did you say Lakers at Mavs?
Lakers
Yeah,
at
it's
Mavs.
at, it's at Mavs, which really doesn't matter. But,
Okay.
bro, yeah, Lakers. We have depth. We have LeBron and AD. We still have D'Lo. Bro, come on. Nah, bro. I don't need to say much to convince myself the Lakers are going to win this game, bro. I'm going to keep it 1,000.
Okay.
They have Luka. They got Kyrie. But what else? And what are they going to do? Are they going to show up? Well, I ain't going to say are they going to show up.
Man,
but,
I would.
But,
I would
like,
put
come
him-
on, bro. Lakers.
I would put it more of a
Lakers.
fight if Kleber was there.
Yeah, Kleber was there. It'd be more of a
Kleber's
fight.
pretty good at defending that rim too. This man's bro, you're underestimating Maxi Kleber.
I'm not underestimating him. I'm just looking at it like this way, bro. He is a marginal part in the whole system of what they do.
Dude, the
Yes,
Mavs, the
he's a
Mavs
three-
traded multiple defensive pieces.
All right, so there's more pressure on him now.
That's why I'm saying like Kleber's more of a value now. So
right,
if
but
he's,
there's
if
more
he's not
pressure on
there-
him now.
If he's not there, which it doesn't seem like he is gonna be there,
He might be better off not coming.
who am I gonna bet? Because I feel like it's gonna be about the stars, and I think Kyrie has something to prove. I think the Lakers are looking to do something too.
It's not like LeBron and AD about to guard him the whole game. He don't really. I mean, he's just gonna be like, oh yeah, this is what you could get when you have me on your team. But like overall, bro, this is gonna be some points, and Luka's gonna have to carry the load.
So for me, I just believe that you have the two other stars on that team, and then you have the Lakers with coming in with their two stars. They're gonna be at home. Luka, I think he's gonna have an amazing game. It's gonna be on a big stage.
Luka's probably gonna be ready.
National
Luka will probably be
national
ready.
TV here. You're gonna be looking at the Mavs being able to pull it out in the end. I think it's gonna be a close game the whole entire time, and Luka's just gonna go crazy. And I also think that Reggie Bullock has something for the Lakers, and he'll be having
always say Reggie Bullock has something
one
for
of
the
those.
Lakers.
One of those. Malik Beasley had a 7 of 11. I believe Reggie Bullock will have a 7 of 11.
He's capable.
Not
of
if Malik
doing it,
Beasley's in
yeah.
his face.
Yeah, not if Malik Beasley's in his face.
We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
I got the Mavs though.
Okay.
This nigga, he's smoking
At home,
Mavs.
at home.
I'm taking the Mavs.
You guys.
I'm betting on Luka just having a nice 60, one of them 60-point games again.
Who the fuck do you think's guarding him, bro? He's not dropping 60 on us. I don't give a fuck. He is not dropping 60 on the Lakers. I'll be damned if Luka drops 60 points on the Lakers this weekend.
Well, we
that
know-
is not happening.
Well, we know what buttons to push with Steven.
That is not happening.
Lakers.
Yeah, you do.
Lakers-
That's not happening. Talking about Luka's gonna. Oh yeah, he's just gonna wake it up today. Nah,
Lakers
bro.
on the
Nah.
road, 13 and
I'm
18.
not. Maybe in Staples Center, I would like that case a little more if they was playing in Staples Center. Because playing in LA, boys show up and you'll see a bench player drop 35 in Staples Center, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with
No,
you.
you're not. Yeah.
So, but they in Dallas, nah. Mm-mm.
Lakers,
We
Lakers are 13 and 18 on the road. Mavs are 20 and 10 at home. So I
I
see that
don't
happening.
care. I don't care.
Lakers are 5 and 5 in the last 10, and Mavericks are 6 and 4. Nobody's really coming into it on a roll or anything. So definitely a split. We'll see how that goes. I believe the Mavs pull it out.
Both
in
of
the
us
end,
are coming off trades too.
Yeah.
Who
big
the Mavs
trades.
get? Oh, just Kyrie, huh?
Kyrie.
Okay.
Gave
I
up-
was thinking more about
Gave
the
up a
trades
lot.
with
They
the
did
S
give up a lot. Yeah.
picks.
Lakers,
Yeah.
nigga.
Dorian Finney.
And they got
So
fucking
in
sad.
Brooklyn.
Theo Pinson getting more minutes now.
All right, and then the last one here we
KD
got
really left.
on
KD got
February.
Dorian Finney-Smith and said, "Damn, we ain't got no identity."
on February 28th, you had the Timberwolves at Clippers.
That's actually a good one. Because the Timberwolves.
The
Timberwolves.
Clippers.
That was the play-in
okay.
game last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Clippers got sent home by them boys.
Yeah, Clippers, Timberwolves.
PG choked up.
I'm gonna go Clippers on this one. I think they're trying to make a statement, especially after this trade.
I'm going Clippers too.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think I'm going Clippers. They're trying to make a statement. Every one of these last like 22, 21 games for the Clippers is like they're playing for like their life depends on it, bro.
Now, if I'm wrong about this, bro,
That's fine.
They're the fourth
never
seed.
again.
That's fine.
Never again on a pick'em will I do this.
See, that's hard to do that, bro. That's
Not for
hard
me.
To do that.
Who you picking? Who you picking?
I'm picking the Clippers.
Clippers?
But I said if
And you
they
got the
lose
Clippers?
this,
Clippers, yeah.
never again will I pick them on a pick'em ever. Ever. You can't
so-
do that.
So the Clippers, I mentioned, I think, like,
What is Rudy Gobert gonna stop?
yeah, I don't.
You better win.
Don't bring him up anymore on this pod.
Hey,
He's
man.
excommunicated. And we still got to burn one of his jerseys.
NBA needs to
Yeah.
excommunicate him.
Hey, if you had a Utah Jazz
Better bury that shit.
Rudy Gobert
Bury
jersey,
that
make a donation
bullshit.
to the Sports U podcast. We'll go ahead and
Please
burn
do.
that for you.
Yeah. Send us the orange one.
Oh yeah, that's one. Now, I got for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick the Timberwolves. And the reason,
Is Cat playing?
and the reason why,
Where is Cat? Right. Where the fuck is Cat been? Is he hurt?
well, it's allowing Anthony Edwards to go off. How about that?
No, it is.
I agree
Yeah.
with
So,
I agree
who's
with
the best
that.
player on this team?
Anthony Edwards is balling.
So for me, I think that he has something to prove. The Clippers will have need some time to adjust. I think Russ will have not the best game, not the best outing, and they'll get shit going eventually. But the Timberwolves
the first
themselves,
one.
they've been glued for a while now.
Yeah.
They've been making more of a run here.
They've been sending more boys away than anything.
Who?
The Timberwolves. They didn't send more boys away than taking in pieces.
I mean,
Because they're giving up all them draft
and
picks and
even-
whatnot too.
And even the Clippers at home, they're only 2 games above 500. So the Timberwolves are not that great on the road. But I just believe that the Clippers will have a couple of things to worry about, whereas the Timberwolves, they've already kind of established what they got going. And, of
Fair
course, coming off the break, having that little run beforehand, I think you'll see Ant be able to perform here. So looking
happy
forward to
for
seeing
him.
how this goes.
Yep. Yeah, well, we haven't even talked. We haven't even said this, but bro, even with them trading away D'Lo, bro, that gives him more room to do what he want to do too. That's good for him.
This is his reaction to all that shit, bro. He's
That's good for him.
He
I
said
mean,
D'Lo got traded.
I mean, like I said, bro, going into that before they did the Rudy Gobert trade, I would have gave Anthony Edwards another year to let him grow in
that's
himself.
that's the thing.
Then we'll make that trade.
Before they got
You're
Rudy,
too early.
Yeah,
Before getting
2
Rudy,
years too early.
yeah, before getting Rudy, him and D'Lo and Ant together is okay, but
Yeah.
throwing Rudy in that,
That's too much. Yeah,
and I
It's way too
remember
much.
at the end of the season we were saying, or we were even just looking at things, and we were saying they were just really good at offense. The only thing that was good about this trade or this acquisition with Rudy
is he gives him a
he gives him that defensive mindset,
Right.
to help
Like
out.
defensive prowess.
But look at what they gave up was way too
Their
much.
main-
Yeah.
Well, they gave up the defensive. I mean, outside of D'Angelo Russell, they gave up the defensive part of what they do. Because Vanderbilt defends like he's a defender for sure, and Malik Beasley he can defend too. So like, yeah,
They continue to lose more on that defensive side. That doesn't really help myself, but I really like this guy, Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards, man. I think that he has a good.
yeah.
it's
Because
dope.
even
It's guys
because
losing
like
him.
that's what I'm saying. Even when you look back to the Timberwolves from last year, like as far as like their role players, you're like, oh yeah, I like that guy. Vanderbilt was a name that I would like. All right, remember when the Timberwolves fans were killing us? Vanderbilt was a name they were talking about a lot, and Jaden McDaniels was another name. Didn't they trade Jaden McDaniels too, bro?
No, Jaden McDaniel's still there.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's
okay,
still there.
good. That's
got
they
it.
were
good.
kind of
At-
like this,
that's
they were
good
kinda like
then.
the same dude, no?
He's gold.
No,
No,
McDaniels.
Jaden
He's a
McDaniels better.
guard.
No.
He's a guard.
Oh,
Though.
you're
He's
right,
a guard
you're right,
too.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
my
he's a
bad.
guard.
I'm thinking of.
I think he's like a guard /forward, but yeah.
Shit, I can't-
But Vanderbilt,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
yeah.
full-on big though. He's a full-on.
Yeah,
big.
that guy's.
No, I
straight
like
up
bro.
big.
He's dope. He's dope.
Yeah, they had too much
Energetic,
going on. there.
sporadic defender.
I mean,
Hustle.
dude.
Yeah.
All I gotta
Even
say
today,
is
hustle.
when
Bro's
when
a
they
hustler.
when they got Reed in there playing those minutes instead of Gobert. Damn,
Yeah.
Tim. You know what? I'm gonna change it up. I got the Clippers.
We didn't even say nothing
Oh,
to
wait,
him for it. We didn't even say nothing to him for him to switch up or none of that. That's funny
Yes,
as hell.
sir.
He
Though.
said, man, fucking him out of
You
here.
know, Rob switching up here. Episode 112
Flip-flop and Rob.
of the
That's funny.
Sports U podcast. We're a little bit over an hour and 4 minutes into this episode. It's been a good one.
Hey, we did
Thank you
the
for
thing,
joining
though,
us,
bro.
y'all. I like this
I
one.
like it.
It's good
This is
stuff.
good.
We'll keep it going and
Hell
improving.
yeah.
Good showing, guys.
All great.
Big
Love
cigars
being back
next
here.
week, boys.
Love being back, man. Get in. Take us out.
Yeah, it's too cold. We can't all be smoking a cigar today, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's
We'd have been
And
freezing with that
as
door open.
always, if
Take
you
it out,
like this
Drusky.
video, go ahead and share, bitch. If you like this video, go ahead and share the like button, bust down the comments.
Hit it with the
Shout
bad
out to
boys.
subscribers.
No long-
Fuck this guy. And remember, support the motherfucking
11 Deuce episode. Thank you,
Oh my
fans.
God, bro.
Don't call me Juicy again, you son of a bitch.